with some espresso or some regular coffee. Just a habit, for real, for real. Nothing more, nothing less. It is what it is. Oh, and quick note, I normally drink my coffee black. No sugars, no additives, no creamers, no nothing. However, there are some times where I might change up and switch a little bit. Like, I don't know, I just may. But for the most part, it's black. Top of the morning, it's your boy Ironman Smitty, back with another video. Gotta get your espressos in, man. So this one is directly related to what I eat and what I eat in a typical day, what I may eat in a typical week. And I realized that this is a really hard video to make in general. And I'll preface that statement just by saying this, right? So I normally do something commonly known as intermittent fasting. So for the most part, every single day, I never eat before noon. It's really rare. So the only times that I will is workout dependent. So I have to really watch my words and make sure that that I'm not contradicting myself, because it really does matter on whether or not and what type of workout that I may have. For example, right? So I'm just gonna run down a typical training week. So, and I have them memorized by now just because, I've been doing these week over week, block over block. So currently I may have a cycle and a run on a Monday, right? Or normally it's a cycle and a swim. It may be, the cycle may be an hour workout and the swim may be around 50 to 55 minutes. Tuesday is going to be a run, normally 55 minutes to an hour. Wednesday is definitely going to be a swim. Fridays normally is swims too. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday are normally the days that I go out to the pool. As it starts to warm up a bit, I will go out and get into open water, but haven't got to that point yet. Thursday normally is a cycle. So today's Thursday, April 22nd, I think. And I have a 1 hour workout. However, I'm also going to go out to a group ride, KRT QRT Harbour View loops. That's in Suffolk, Virginia. So that's probably going to be another hour. So in total today, here's an example of what I was meaning when I said I don't want to necessarily contradict myself. Well, today I have to eat a bit before noon. Reason being is that I have to get carbs into my system. Simple and plain. And fueling with, powder is just not enough for me. So today is an example of me doing that. So I got, an espresso here that I'm drinking on. I think right now it's like 9:26. I'm gonna eat a banana. Not a whole lot. I'll probably go in and get some cream of wheat, some oatmeal, something like that. Nothing crazy, right? But as long as it's carbs, I'll probably consume that before noon. And yeah, I'm gonna continue making this video and just kind of look at what I eat for the day, for the rest of the day, vlog style. Y'all know me, I don't edit. I'm not doing any edits whatsoever. But yeah, so today is one of those days where I definitely have to, adjust, and what I eat has to directly correlate with my training. Sometimes it's like that on Mondays too. So I have a Monday workout, as I stated before. It may be an hour, but then I'll go out to this other sanctioned ride called KRT QRT Motivational Monday, and we do 30 miles. All right, that's about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half. Well, I already did my workout earlier in the day, so in order to kind of combat and get those calories in my system, I will unfortunately have to eat before noon. So, and then like Saturdays and Sundays normally are my longer days. So we're talking anywhere between cycling and running for, you know, over 2 or 3 hours for both Saturday and Sunday. So those days for sure I'm eating breakfast, and I have to force myself because I hate it. I hate it. And my body's just so used to not eating before noon. But in order to not cramp, to not bonk, to just feel better as I do my long workouts on the weekends, even bricks, right? So like on a Saturday I might have a 3-hour cycle, to then have to get off the bike and run for 45 minutes, hour and 15 minutes, something like that. I mean, you have to have those calories in your system. So I'll definitely get up and eat some type of breakfast, no matter if it's, you know, toast. I normally do toast. I'm not going to even front. Like toast, buttered toast, light butter, but toast, cream of wheat, oatmeal, something like that, just to get the calories in my system, for real. Not really. I used to go out and not do that, and then found myself getting dropped on a lot of rides. Drop being, you know, the group kind of pull away from you, and yeah, you just kind of sit back, and there's nothing that you can do about it because you're in the pain cave, in the hurt locker. You're feeling it, and there's nothing you could do. You're probably cramping or something like that. So I used to not do breakfast whatsoever, and learn really quickly that you have to. So I just forced myself to. But look, man, I'm gonna continue on with the day. I'll be showing clips of you know, what I'm eating throughout the day. But for now, it's a banana and some espresso. Let's get it. All right, cool. We back. I'm gonna go ahead and like I was saying earlier, everything that I do basically is correlated with what I do in a day. So got we're doing a bike ride later today. It's called the Harbour View Loops, and it is 20 miles. It's a 2-mile loop, and we do 10 laps. The first lap normally is 18 to 20 miles an hour, and then the next 8 laps are 20 to 24 miles an hour, and then the last lap is what we call the fast lap. It gets a bit spicy, and from there, normally is race pace, so anything, you know, above 26, 27 miles an hour. So with that, I directly fuel based on that ride, but also I have to take in, you know, the rest of my needs for the day. So I'm not doing anything else after that ride. Probably do a light stretch, something like that. But here I have something by Precision Fuel, 60 gram carbs, 1,000 milligrams of sodium. I'm gonna mix my bottles here. I got 2 bottles. Each scoop has about half of what I just said, so I'll do 2 scoops in both bottles. And yeah, that'll get me through the ride. And then probably on the way to the ride, I'll probably be sipping on a sport drink as well, just to make sure that my electrolytes are topped off and that I got everything in my system that I need. So I'll go ahead and make my bottles now. And yeah, like I said, everything is based off of what I'm going to do in a day. So, and the reason why I do 2, normally I wouldn't do 2 bottles, but because I don't eat as much throughout the day, I try to just make sure that I have a bit more, almost like an emergency bottle. So normally for something that is, let's just say 20 miles, that's going to take probably, on this particular ride, it'll probably take somewhere around 55 minutes or so, 50 minutes. Okay, well, if that's the case, yeah, probably about 55 minutes. If that's the case, then, you know, normally I would only take 1 bottle, but I take 2. I might go out a bit early, do some warm-up miles, something like that. But that's one of the reasons. So normally I only take 1 bottle, but today I'm definitely taking 2. So definitely gonna mix some water in here. think the ratio is, what is it? So yeah, ideally fill the bottle up with about 1/3 cups of water, add the mix, and then shake. So I normally do opposite. Gotta follow directions, right? But I put this in my blender anyways, just because I like for everything to be blended up completely. So I put it in my bottle first to just measure exactly where I want it in my bottle. And then from there, I will pour it back in my bottle after I blend it. Just something I do. Kind of tedious, but I like a nice smooth drink as I'm, on the bike cycling. So yeah, that's me getting prepared for my ride later today. And yeah, we be back around lunchtime. It's still 9:37. Timestamp. Ashton Hall, baby. All good. And that's how I make my bottles. So yeah, all good. About to get back to work and yeah, pack up a little later and get ready for today's ride. Let's get it. Yeah, so far we got an espresso, we have a banana, and we have a cup of coffee. Black, as I promised. We not putting nothing in the coffee. No extra sugar, no creamer, no nothing. Let's get to work. Let's get it. Watch me work, baby. Woo! That was a productive hour. Couple of thoughts as I was working. I was like, my mind started going about fueling and day in a life and what do you eat and all of these things. And I thought to myself, it probably would be a good thing to give some perspective into stats, data as far as my height, my weight, the estimated amount of calories that I consume per day. I will say this video is going to drop in the future. I haven't made it yet, but I promise you I will. I went to a place called MetaFit RX in Richmond, Virginia, and they did an RMR test, which basically tells me how many calories my body burns at rest, which was a lot. I got to go back through the paperwork. I don't want to give you a number and it's not that number. But anyways, also did a VO2 max test. You can either do it on the treadmill or you can do it on the bike. I decided to go with the treadmill. And then we did the gold standard, of course, the DEXA scan, which is, it's the gold standard for body composition. So I think I came in, I remember this for a fact, came in at 11% body fat. At the time, I believe I weighed around 175 pounds. I'm looking now, I weigh each and every day. I weigh each and every day to just track the trends based off of what I'm eating. I try not to get into like too much weeds just because it could be just annoying. Like as you get too much information, it all starts to just become cumbersome, overwhelming. So I will weigh myself every day, but it's just strictly habit in what I do. So, and the body fat percentage that Garmin gives me is not nearly accurate whatsoever. However, normally Garmin is pretty accurate, but today I weighed in at 171 pounds, 171.8 to be exact. So with that being said, tracking everything that I eat throughout the day for this video, this is strictly just this random day, this random Thursday. I think I said today's date was the 22nd. It's not. Today is definitely the 24th. So autocorrect on that, please. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue on. Just kind of had those thoughts because at the same time, we should never compare. Never compare yourself to someone else, but it's cool to have estimated, guidelines, ranges of, what you should possibly eat. I just shoot to be as healthy as possible, but once again, it's directly correlated with what I'm doing activity wise for the day. Simple and plain. So that being said, intermittent fasting, the fact of the matter is, on a normal day, I may not be eating until noon. Well, guess what? Once noon comes, I'm going to have me a nice lunch. It may be a salad. It may be, it could be really random, for real, because that part I don't want to like feel guilty or feel like, oh, I can't have this or can't do this. Like it's not a particular diet. I just try to be 1% better each and every day. I try to eat as healthy as possible. So if I can avoid certain things, I will. Other times, I don't avoid them and I indulge. It is what it is, but I don't feel guilty because of it. But I'll have, like I said, a salad for lunch, and that's if wifey's here, because I'm not making no salad. I'm not chopping up onions and all of that crap. But when she makes it, like, yeah, I'm eating it, and it's fire. I'm not doing it, you know what I mean? And then I'm not leaving to go get a salad either. It's just not happening. Got work to do. But if not that, then it'll probably be a protein, carbs, of course, and some veggies, and maybe a fruit. But for dinner, oh yeah, like I'm going in. That could be, I think the meal size proportion wise is going to be way bigger, right? Just because I'm missing so many calories throughout the day. But you have to keep in mind, and I said this earlier, it is based on what activity I'm doing for the day. Normally I do my workouts in the morning or around noon. So I'll, like, coming up now, I'm gonna probably take lunch around 12:30, maybe even 1 o'clock. I will do my 1 hour workout that I talked about earlier, strictly endurance, so I don't have to worry about, my heart rate going up too high. So yeah, I'm gonna knock that out, and then after that, I'll eat my lunch. Today is probably gonna be some noodles, no cap. Like, I can't even front. Like, it's gonna be some processed, warmed up noodles. Like, I hate it, but it is what it is. Got to get some more carbs in me. And noodles are just my go-to. My kids love noodles. I love noodles. We all love noodles. But yeah, dinner I don't know yet. We shall see. Maybe Chick-fil-A. I don't know. Like, and then too, like, even going to Chick-fil-A, right? I try to make sure that making some healthier food choices. Like, okay, I may get, some grilled nuggets. Nah, I'm getting some fried chicken tenders, right? However, though, I had fried food yesterday. So actually, one of my rules is I can't have the same thing 2 days in a row. So consecutively, there's no fried food for me today. However, I can still go to Chick-fil-A. I can get grilled chicken nuggets and I can get the Kale Crunch. If you don't know about the Kale Crunch, you need to go find out about the Kale Crunch. I heard kale is not really all that good to have every single day, but I don't eat it every single day. But it's fire. Can't lie. I think it has like walnuts in it or something like that with a little drizzle. So it's yeah. Personal favorite of mine. I don't eat it all the time, but yeah, definitely getting some Kale Crunch today. And yeah, that's probably gonna be about it. But yeah, just some midday thoughts, mid-morning thoughts. Yeah, back to work. All right, so yeah, I got Starbucks in my hand. Wifey came home with a flat white, so we can add that to the list for the day. Sometimes she goes out and yeah, she just kind of brings me back a little treat. So I'll do a regular flat white, and yeah, this probably is my second cup of coffee. It's 11:09, but just want to throw that in here. I mean, this is what I'm eating for the day, what I'm drinking for the day. Back to work. Yeah. All right, cool. Lunchtime. It is 1:38. Just got done doing my bike ride. 1 hour, burned 689 calories. So 64% fat, 35% carbs. I'm about to get ready to eat some noodles. I told you, we love noodles. 500 calories, 1,560 milligrams of sodium. So definitely gonna get some salt back up in me. And yeah, this is lunch. Normally, I would do, fruit, veggies during lunchtime, but not when I have to do a ride. So we're riding at 5:30 today. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep it easy and eat some noodles, and then we'll get the fruit and veggies in for dinner. But just want to highlight and show what your boy is making for lunch. So here's lunch. Four minutos. But yeah, so boy's feeling good. Sometimes people may wonder, like, oh, you don't get hungry over time, and just kind of depends. I think I've been doing this for some years now. So my body has just gotten used to not eating to a certain point, in the day. So yeah, outside of that banana earlier in the coffee, the boy hasn't had anything to eat, and I feel perfectly fine. Even did an hour workout. Granted, low intensity, right? So definitely zone 1, zone 2 endurance type of work, but I mean, it's an hour, and at this rate, I burned 689 calories, so definitely about to put some calories back. I got hydration and fuel in my bottles for later, so yeah, I'm set. I'm ready. I'm gonna do some light stretching, get back to work here in a second, and yeah, call it a day. Let's get it. I'll be back around dinner time. We'll see what I get. More than likely, it's gonna be in a truck. It's gonna be on the go. I'm thinking Chick-fil-A. Who knows? But yeah, and then that'll be the wrap up of the video. I'm posting it just like this, no edits. Let's get it. Here, top of the afternoon. Quick little check-in. I'm about to eat some bread, 120 calories per roll, and then I got some fruit snacks. Pre-ride, baby. About to just, get a little bit of carbohydrates in me, and yeah, go for this ride for 20 miles. But yeah, that's what I eat so far. Check back in for dinner. Let's get it. About to get busy. Little pre-ride, Loops pre-ride with the homie. About to get it in. Let's get it. Let's work. What's up, good people? Your boy Ironman Smitty back. Same day. Just got done with Loops at Harbour View. Did about 32 miles. and I am currently about to have dinner. Remember that big dinner I was talking about? Looks like it's gonna be takeout today. We are at La Parrilla, and what's the name of this place? Whatever. We're at the Mexican spot, and I am gonna be getting the La Parrilla Del Mar, so grilled tilapia, scallops, and shrimp, topped with delicious white wine sauce, served with rice, mango bites, and pico de gallo. So yeah, that's gonna be dinner. Don't have a calorie count, so it is what it is. Probably gonna be up for a little bit watching the NBA games tonight. Probably gonna have some snacks. Not gonna include that in the video. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, that's basically the end of the day. So y'all saw a typical day of how I eat. And tomorrow's gonna be completely different, but it is what it is. Alright, so quick little update. Not only did I order the La Parrilla Del Mar, but I also ordered an appetizer that comes with 10 wings, mango, so like hot wings. So I did order that, and then now we also ordered 2 Corona non-alcoholics. So gotta cater to endurance sports, and yeah, we don't do alcohol. So yeah, Corona non-alcoholic, yes sir, look it up. But yeah, just want to throw that in there. We're gonna see what the dinner here looks like shortly. Let's get it. Yeah, and dinner has came.
The lines. The chicken wing is done.
Oh, can I get some more fajitas?
More tortillas and pico.
I said fajitas, yeah, tortillas. Yep. So got some shrimp, scallops, some fish, rice, mango, and salsa. That's it. I guess I prayed already, didn't I?
I guess you didn't hear my prayer.
You said what?
You didn't hear my prayer.
That's funny.
So I was right, yeah. This is basically fajitas, right? You just mix it together and that's a cheese sauce.
Okay.